Because we're into that teeth chattering season here in the UK just now, yep, definitely thermal underwear is needed. We have of late been concentrating on mobile heating equipment that would be suitable for your outside chill zones, such as log cabins, outside bars, or even box rooms within your home, or for example, a YouTube studio like we've got here. Yes, our 20-foot log cabin is 1 year old. Happy birthday! So today we're back with what we hope is a bargain. It is indeed the Kirkton House 9-fin 2000 watt oil filled radiator, brought to us today from the well-known supermarket Aldi. As we unbox, let me just tell you, this costs right now around about £30. That's 36 in US dollars. But you know what? We hope that this radiator is going to be a surefire winner within that price range. As within this economy just now, it's pretty hard to find an oil-filled radiator that's one, isn't a 7-fin radiator, or two, that isn't over 1600 watts in power. This Kirkton House radiator today though, is a 2000 watt radiator. But first and foremost, what we get inside the box is the instruction manual. It gives you a user guide on how to set up the radiator, how to use all of the functions, and some safety tips too. Nice. Now, as we delve further in, well, I'm surprised that the caster wheels ain't in the bag. Everything's just basically thrown in there. So yeah, we get 4 caster wheels, we get these U-brackets that already has these butterfly spindles attached. Let's put them to the side, and going further in, we've got 2 caster plate mounts. And lastly, yes, we've got the oil-filled radiator itself, and it comes in this very shiny gloss black colour tone. Now you can get this in the white colour tone too. Me, I personally don't like white oil-filled heaters. They tend to go yellow after a short while of time, so I'm really glad that we found this black version today. And the previous radiator that we reviewed last week, the Punk radiator, that was in a grey colour tone. This one I really do like. I have indeed been looking for a radiator in black to suit our studio. But first, we do get the attached cable. This can be stored away very easily, just like so. So we got little fitments at the bottom where the plug plugs into. What we're going to do is we're going to take this back into the house. And we're going to set this little bad boy up and see what it's like. So what we're going to do is we're going to place the radiator upside down. As you can hear, all the oil is now draining to the top part of the radiator. Just give it a second or two for it to trickle down. And make sure that the radiator is stable and that it will not fall. We've got all the accessories around the radiator. We're going to grab 2 of the U-shaped bolts. We're going to unscrew the wing nuts. And I'm going to go ahead and first attach one of those U-shaped bolts between the first 2 radiator fins. We're going to now grab the caster mounting plates. We're then going to insert the threaded ends of the U-shaped bolts into the inner holes of the caster mounting plates. It's a bit tricky to maneuver, just get your hand right in there, balance it, place the caster mounting plate on, keep it steady, and attach the butterfly wing nuts back onto the U-shaped bolts. Fasten them very firmly, and not to over tighten them, otherwise those flanges might just be damaged. So be careful! Next, going to do the same with that last U-shaped bolt. We're going to place it in between the last 2 fins. We're going to repeat the process that we did with the first one. We're going to take that caster mounting plate, and this time, if you can see the holes on the mounting plate, we're going to position it with those 2 little holes facing outwards. Now, just insert that caster mounting plate onto the U-shaped bolts, fasten those wing nuts into place. Remember, don't over tighten them. No. And lastly, we're going to unscrew the nuts on the caster wheels. These are simple wheels, by the way. Hopefully they should last. I've had a few radiators in the past. They've broken off and it's left the radiator redundant. We're going to place the casters on the bottom side of those caster mounting plates with this little hole just here, and secure the casters on those mounting plates by fastening back into place those nuts. Oh, by the way, it's a bummer that no spanner comes with this product. Yeah, I had to dive into the dusty, spider-filled shed. Hate that. You should have included one, really. But yeah, now all 4 wheels are into place, we're going to turn the product back over and we're going to see how it manoeuvres. As you can see, it doesn't manoeuvre very well, I'll be honest. 2 of the wheels seem to be working fine, but the other 2 seem a bit stiff. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep this in place within our cabin and not really move it about that much. But let's have a close look at the functions and how to use the Kirkton House oil heater. Now, when it comes to the operation of it, first you got to make sure that the oil-filled heater is placed upright on a firm and even heat-resistant surface. Make sure that both heat setting switches are set to the off position, which is the O position. In case you don't know, properly insert the mains plug into our main socket, turn that thermostat knob clockwise to the max position, which is number 5, and set the heat setting switches as follows. So first things first, these switches just here, there's a few people that might find them complicated to use. It's as simple as this. If you switch on that first switch, this is the 800 watt setting. So this is the first setting to choose. If you want to choose a higher setting, turn off that first switch and then go ahead and turn on that second switch, which is the 1200 watt setting. Now if you want a higher setting, that 2000 watt setting, turn that second switch off and just start from the beginning by turning that first switch on and then turning that second switch on. And that radiator will radiate 2000 watts in power. Now on both switches, you will get an indication of which particular switch is on with that LED built-in illuminated light. But what we did is we left the radiator to fill our 20-foot studio with heat, and we left it for around about 40 minutes. Now when the Kirkton house radiator does reach its desired temperature in your particular room, slowly turn that thermostat knob from 5 all the way down very slowly until the indicator light turns off. Now that thermostat knob can be left in its current standing. The Kirkton house radiator will stop heating. Don't worry guys, because as soon as the room temperature drops below the set temperature, this particular oil-filled radiator will start heating once again automatically. So yes, this 9-fin radiator will continuously start and stop heating to keep the room temperature that you're in constant, nice and cozy. But to change the room temperature, you can obviously use that thermostat knob once again, turn it clockwise to raise the temperature or anti-clockwise to lower it. To switch the product off safely, turn that thermostat knob all the way to 0, turn both switches off to the 0 position, which is the off position. Remove the main plugs from the main socket and let the product to completely cool down before cleaning. Yeah, you don't want to scorch your wrist or anything like that, do you? Now, we have been quick to review this, so we've only tested this out over a 12-hour period. This was indeed released on the 12th of January, so this will have a short shelf life within the Aldi Supermarket store. My guess is for a 9-fin radiator, nope, not a 7-fin radiator like most people are selling for around about £40. For an oil-filled radiator that is a 2000 watt radiator, well, it's going to be pretty hard to match that £30 price mark. Again, we've tested this, and to be honest, within 40 minutes, the radiator did warm up to its desired temperature, but it did take around about an hour and a half for the room to get nice and warm. After that, after around about 3 hours, our 20-foot cabin studio, it did actually get nice and warm. And what's good about this particular radiator is because we record a lot during winter time, is that we can now get rid of those pesky blow fan heaters that make so much noise when you're recording and interrupts any type of audio quality. I would say that this radiator is very good at heating. It's not going to be the fanciest thing in the world. It's not got a remote control with it. You can't access a digital thermostat like some are offering online, but you know what guys, be very careful of these ones offering too much for a lower price, as I've seen some online and it's not a pretty sight. Very dangerous, that's all I'm going to say. This one here comes with a 3-year warranty. I'm not advertising because I'm affiliated in any type of way, but this has actually served us well within that 12-hour period. Our studio is nice and toasty. In fact, it's a lot warmer than using that previous 7-fin flat-point oil-filled radiator that we reviewed only last week. Yeah, you can check that review out after this one. I would say take a dive at it. It's only £30. This product does benefit from Overheat Protection too, which means that the radiator will automatically switch off by itself in case of any type of overheats. In the case of that though, unplug, wait for the product to completely cool down before trying to use it again. Not only that, this Kirkton house radiator also has, you know what, that tip over protection too. So if your kids accidentally knock it over, because they've been muppets and stuff like that, well, the radiator will automatically switch itself off. Now, to help maneuver this oil-filled heater around, you do have this little handle. It's not that grippy, to be honest. The cable, it's not the longest either. I mean, look how short it is. But what I would do is keep it stored in a dry area, which can't be accessible to children. they'll be the first to damage it, playing with the cars and stuff like that on top of it. Can I advise you to buy this? I would say take a dive at it. It's only £30, and if you're an elder person or you're a couple within a household, you've got no kids or anything like that, why not get one of these, turn your radiators off, and you'll save a lot of money. Now, I hope you've liked this quick review. I certainly can recommend this product. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Alright, the design isn't really desirable. It's just simply a gloss black, simple to use, oil-filled radiator. Once you get around the functions, they're very easy to use. And if you'd want to check this out for yourself, I've left the link in the video description down below. Or in fact, get over to your local Aldi store now, because those stocks won't last, to be honest. They never do. Do us a favour guys, please quickly like and share this video so we can quickly grow this channel. And not only that, subscribe. It's free to do, only takes a second, and hit that bell notification option so you guys stay updated on our brand new uploads. Now if you want to check out some of our previous reviews, one showing on screen just here, look at that, that's nice and interesting. It's obviously that Black Punk oil filled heater that we previously reviewed just a few days ago. But if that doesn't warm your cockles, how about this one here? Look at that one. Are you a fan of that? If not, stay tuned to our channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.